I live in a house that was built in 1929, and it's fabulous and it's old and it has ghosts, and I'm still looking for the money buried under the floor.
It has ghosts?
It does, yeah.
Wow.
I actually sucks. Well, anyway, that's another movie. But I also am a super modern. What? I am not. No. Some ghosts are hot.
Wow. And we're back to the courses.
Right, no, I'm just trying to get used to jobs. But also a big fan of contemporary and modern things. So the house itself is old, but filled with some contemporary furnishings. And I think steampunk's a lot like that, and why I have an affinity for it as well is that it has the of course the 1800s-ness of it and the history, yet the neo-futuristic sense of all these wonderful contraptions and things that are around for everyday life that you use to conduct your everyday life activities, but with futuristic gadgets. I totally forgot my train of thought. And dude,
it sounded good.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think, well, it's beautiful, a lot of it, and it's really intricate, and I think because it's so intricate, and people, you can tell they take a lot of time when they create these things, and I think that more inspires me more than anything, because people really devote themselves to creating these pieces, and that's inspirational.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
I think for me, I have a little bit of a split brain. It's both kind of logical and then there's an engineering mind, and there's a creative mind as well. And I think what I love is the marriage of that. I mean, I'm always struck by, these big, complex, gear-driven widgets, but yet they're intended to do magical things like time travel or flight or again, they invoke magic. Exactly. There's something so cool with the contrast of those two things, a very earthly, industrial type of drive to create a very magical kind of end result. I just think that's a very cool contrast.
There's a romance to it. There is an elevated reality. There's something that was aimed for and not achieved. If you go to the old patent office files that you can look up online and just look at all these old patents for flying machines and inventions and all of this magnificent stuff that couldn't possibly work, but the adventurous minds behind it, finding that the romance and the nostalgia and the adventure that it takes to do that, and it speaks to a way of thinking that we don't really indulge in these days, because everybody goes to work in their boxy car, and they go and they work in their boxy cubicle, and they use their boxy smartphones, and we're living our lives in the box, and it's so far out of the box. The box didn't exist when the Victorians were dreaming up these ideas, and so to go back to that time and then dream of a different possible future, I think is exciting.
That's fascinating. And can I add to that?
Yeah,
totally.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh gosh. I
love you guys.
Dude, it's my new family, by the way. New family. I love these guys. You mentioned the visiting the patent office and all of these failed patents. That's fantastic, and it totally sparked in my mind what is fantastic about the genre of the steampunk genre itself, because it's now it's the Rudolph's Isle of Misfit Toys for all of these ideas.
You're right.
Come
You're
to
totally
life
right.
in the steampunk genre, right? And now they won't die. So, holy crap! Let's go to the patent office. And
I know, right?
Some
Yes, that's so cool.
So you can give them a soul again, basically, within the genre, in the world of make believe or pretend or whatever.
Katherine touched on something too that I think it's about the romance and the journey. She was talking about today's lifestyle. We're so results driven, instant. Like I can hop a 747 and I can be in London in 4 hours or whatever, or I can get out my best attire. I can go on an ocean-going vessel and spend a month to get there and relish the journey. And I think that's another thing. It harkens back to that relishing the journey, not being so results driven and worried about the destination. It's sharing that trip.
And the irony there is the objects themselves are very material, right? It's that tangible world that you say, Toby, is the gears and the actuators, but to create magic. So you have that physical, tangible, materialistic thing.
It's tactile and ethereal.
And love. So cool. Let's make a movie about this stuff.
Okay, let's do it.
Really good idea.
Let's totally do it. Oh yeah.
Holy crap! What are we thinking? gosh, we should get off our butts. To get
Yeah, let's do something.